Chatters, chatties, welcome home for a Great American Chat, a podcast where we chat about great American media. I'm Chad Maurice with the Worldly Traveler Cricket.
What's up, Chad?
North Carolina one weekend, Nashville the next. How's it going?
It's going. I'm tired. Let's just say that.
You're
I'm tired.
tired. How,
Yeah.
how, how was Nashville?
Exhausting. Um, yeah, Nashville is a busy, let me say, busy city. Especially when you go with younger people, younger than you.
Yeah.
So yeah, it took me a little while to recover after a night
Uh-huh.
on the town. Let's just say that.
Hard to keep up with those youngins, huh?
I did. I was staying up both nights till 2 in the morning.
Oh,
So
jeez.
I can't tell you what happened from the next morning until we went back out again, but I did hang with
Uh,
them for 2 nights. So I did well.
Oh, geez, good for you. Good for you. Well, let's see. I'm trying to think what's going on with great American media, what news we can talk about. There is something that When Hope Calls premieres this
Yes,
weekend for the third season,
you sure
right?
does.
And they're going to
Sure
have
does.
a couple new cast members, right?
Uh-huh. They are.
Yeah, so that'll be
They are.
exciting.
They are. And they're doing a I think a premiere of the episode virtually
Mm-hmm.
tonight. I think Jesse Hutch will be on there actually. So
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
fun things
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah, I saw Melissa's here. Hey, Melissa.
Hey Melissa. I gotta get my
Who
chat
else
box
is
back
here?
up.
Oh, Victoria's here. Hey, Victoria. Oh,
Hey,
Kat's
hey,
here. Hey,
Kat.
Kat.
Yeah. Hey, Kat.
Good to see everybody. So, tonight we are chatting about the last two episodes of Crossroad Springs to finish out the first season. Have we heard about a second season? There is going to be a second season, right?
I hope so. I
I,
sure hope
I
so.
assume there is.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would hope so.
hmm So, episode 9, that's what we're going to chat about first. Do you know the title of the episode?
I don't know if it's 9 or 10, but patience is one of them.
Patience. You got it. That's this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Hey.
So, I'm going to start off talking about the hedges.
Okay.
Because we found out in this episode that you were right. They are still at Red Oak.
Yes. Yes.
Remember, I asked you last time. I didn't know if they were
Yes.
back in their old place, if they were still at the Hamilton
Hmm.
Red Oak Ranch. So you're
Yes.
right. They're still at Red Oak. Lewis asks Sherry. We see Sherry again, the rancher. I think this is the first time we've seen her since they started these new episodes. Lewis asks her if he is going to get laid off because of his injury when he fell and fractured his arm.
Hmm.
She says, of course not, and he offers to help her with the children's activities for the Easter service.
Hmm.
hmm And that's pretty much all we saw of the hedges, I think, in the episode. I don't know. I
Hmm.
can't remember. And then we get into the cowboy church. I'm going to have you talk about the cowboy church.
Yeah, so we see James. He's working on his Easter sermon for the debut of his cowboy church. And he's getting a little nervous because Janet tells him everybody in town plans on attending. So I think it kind of hits him hard to think that a lot more people are going to be there than just a few people. So
hmm
he gets a call from his pastor that he has out in Chicago that relieved him, his friend or whatever, and James tells him that he's nervous for the Easter service. And Nathan, he not Nathan, I'm sorry, but his friend is like, don't worry, I'm nervous too, we'll get through this. And I think he gave him a little bit of a line of a Bible verse, and he's like, yeah, you're right. And so then I think he felt better about that.
hmm hmm
So we also see in this scene, I think Nathan comes in, is that right? And
Nathan, yeah, ranch hand.
yes, and he makes James a cross for the cowboy church.
hmm Now, what did you think of the cross?
Actually, when he first brought it in, I was like, "Oh, it's a little plain, but
That's
it's good."
exactly what I thought.
But you know what? I thought, but he's giving it as a gift, and you can't be like judgmental on a cross. You just
Uh
can't.
huh.
So the
Yeah.
meaning behind it is what's important. And
Right.
so, but and I think that's part of us living in the society we do. We tend to think of those things, and it's not really fair. It's really not. So
Uh-huh.
later on, after, and we see later on in that other episode, I think it turned out very nice, and I think it looked really good with the lights. So that's all I'm
Uh-huh.
saying.
Yeah, when he first brought it out, I was a little underwhelmed. I'm like, oh, I was expecting something more fancy.
Yeah.
It just
I
looked like
was too.
he just
Like
took two
maybe
pieces,
some curved edges, maybe I don't know.
looked like 2 pieces of wood and just hammered them together.
Yeah. I mean, it did look a little bit lacquered, maybe. So it was a little bit special, you know.
Yeah, but it looked good when once they got it hung up on the wall. Yeah,
It did. It
yeah,
absolutely did.
yeah. Oh, the new doctor. We got to talk about the clinic and what's going on with the new doc, Layla. Janet finds out she has to share her office with Layla.
Mm-hmm.
And Layla asks, how was it working with Eric? And
Mm-hmm.
Janet is not honest. And she says, good. We didn't have much interaction. And I'm like, whoa, what's that all about?
I think she hid that because of what Layla was saying about Eric before. And the
Yeah.
fact that she didn't know about Janet, Janet was kind of taken aback because she's like, how do you not? She's thinking, I'm sure in her head, how do you not know me if you and Eric are good friends?
Oh, that's true. That's a
So,
good point.
you know what I mean? So it was
Uh-huh.
interesting to see that scene.
Yeah. Layla gets a call from her mother, and something is up with her grandmother. Her mother wants her to come home. Layla says, I'm super busy getting things set up here, but I'll see what I can do. Then Layla says that she and Eric went out a few times, but
Yes.
stopped dating when they started working for the same organization. Janet agrees that that wouldn't be good, even though she and Eric dated while they were working together.
Mhm. But was she under the same umbrella as them two? The
Huh?
same because of where that is. Remember, they said she worked under the same organization, but I don't know if Janet is under that umbrella of that hospital or that network.
Well, Eric was working for the same place that Janet was working when they were working together.
Right, but was he like on a special assignment or that? Because see, I thought he was on a special assignment or something like that,
Well,
maybe.
no, he was part of the clinic.
Okay, okay,
Because
maybe I
remember
was
in the
thinking
next
wrong.
episode, he comes back and he offers to help cover her shifts.
Yeah,
And
and he does
he
say he's
says,
a part of it.
I'm still on the
Yeah,
whatever here. I'm still on, I forget what he said. I'm
like
still
the
on the,
panel or whatever,
yeah, on
right?
the board or something
Hmm.
like that. I can still work here.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
interesting.
So, yeah, old Janet's real tight lipped about what's going, what happened with
Yeah,
between
she
her and
really
Eric.
is.
Yeah. So I am bummed though. Well, let me finish this. Layla tells Janet she is going home for a few days and asks her to cover her shifts. Janet tries to say no, but Layla won't let her. So what I was saying, I'm bummed that we were wrong about Layla and Eric. I thought that
Yeah.
Layla and Eric like had something hot and heavy going on when they were
Yes.
in school together or working together or whatever they were doing.
Mm,
Yeah. But they didn't. I'm disappointed.
I know. Well, I don't think Janet knew either, and I didn't think she wanted to say anything.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. So Janet's tight lipped. She does not want Layla to know anything about what happened between her and Eric. And then we find out more. She's even more tight lipped in the next episode,
Hmm.
too. We'll get into
Yeah.
that. We'll get into that. So I'm gonna have you talk about Maggie's mother. We didn't see her much in this episode.
Yeah, I think she was only in like one scene.
Yeah, yeah.
She gives Maggie a cookbook to prepare the Easter service because she used to use the book when she did the Easter service with her friends back in the day before they the church or something. I can't remember what happened to their group or whatever, but they
Mm-hmm.
broke up or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Layla is a brat.
Oh, Victoria said Layla's such a brat. Yeah, she's very in the past couple episodes, she's
Mhm.
very condescending when she talks to,
Yes.
you know. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. Now, I thought they had a good moment. I think that was the same episode where she said maybe we can share the conference room together
Uh-huh.
or something, and
Yeah.
it was bigger. And I thought maybe they were kind of getting closer
Uh-huh.
and
Uh-huh.
coming a little bit of friends, but I
Uh-huh.
don't know. But
Yeah, and then she
very
kind of
interesting dynamic.
forced Janet to cover her shifts.
I know. It's like
Yeah.
she's like, well, I know that the new person always covers, but
Yeah. And then
thinking that's
Janet
not
says
how it
something
works.
like, "Well, I was gonna help out with the Easter service,"
Mhm.
and Layla says something like, "Well, you can do help them with the children getting set up or something like that,
Yes, yes.
and then work my shifts here." And Janice says, "I'll see what I can do." And Layla says, "Oh, thanks. You're so great," and walks
Yeah,
away.
I know. She fell right into that one.
I know. Now we get to the big storyline.
Mhm.
Yeah, about the quarry and expanding the herd, which we need to chat about because I don't quite understand everything that's going on there. So Aunt Amy and Willis have a tiff right at the beginning of this episode. She
Yes.
wants to talk about expanding the herd. He wants to get cleaned up from digging dirt and looking for water. But they do make up at the end of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
At the Ranchers Association meeting, Willis requests a permit to add 250 cows to his herd. Daniel accuses him of putting on a show and wants to know what the Hamiltons are up to. Willis says, "Wouldn't you like to know?" Daniel says, "Yes, we would." And Amy says, "Who's we?" And then Daniel says, to quote him, "Wouldn't you like to know?"
Yes,
That was funny.
that was funny. It was
That
so
was
funny.
funny. And Amy knows, I think she knew exactly who he was talking about. He was talking about
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Jackson
Mm-hmm.
when she asked who's we.
Yeah, she knew. Didn't she say
Uh,
something like, "Oh, I haven't heard that name in a while," or something?
oh,
Or
that
maybe
was
that
in
was
the
in the other
previous
episode.
that was in
Okay,
the
yeah.
previous episode, yeah. Yeah, so Daniel gets on the phone with Uncle Jay, tells him the Hamiltons are up to something. Uncle Jackson says, "Get over there and find out." Daniel says, "I have enough to take care of on our farm," and hangs up on him again. Yeah,
Mhm.
their phone conversations are always real short and not very friendly.
Yeah, no, straight to the point, and then Daniel's like, "Done," and he hangs up.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And this entire episode, Daniel was like going nuts trying to figure out what they were up to. He
Hmm.
was he was like, "Oh, Melissa says she doesn't like Uncle Jackson." Yeah.
Yeah, I don't either, Melissa.
Amy tells James they don't have money for 250 more cows. Amy, Janet, and James have a meeting with Mason. Mason says he will help them figure out if they can afford more cattle. Mason asks Amy to be the deputy head of the Ranchers Association, and she says that she'll think about it. What do you think about that? Her taking on more responsibility.
I think she'd be great at that position, and
Yeah.
she'd have an in knowing what's coming and going. You know what I mean with
Oh, that's true.
the ranchers. So yeah, I think
Uh-huh.
it would be a really good idea for her to do that.
Mm-hmm.
She might be able to have a little pull in future endeavors. You never know.
Mm-hmm. And I thought that was funny when he asked her, and she immediately said, "Oh, James is way too busy. He wouldn't have
Yeah.
time to do that."
She's like, "Oh no, he's not talking about me. He's talking about James."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she's probably like, now that James is back, he can go do all that stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Then we have this Ranchers Association meeting. It
Mhm.
is announced that the state won't let anyone purchase more cattle. Now, this is what I didn't understand. Then Daniel says to Willis, "Good luck watering your new cows." I'm like, why did he say that if they're not allowed to add more cattle? I didn't understand this. Willis rips up the quarry contract in front of Daniel after Daniel says that the contract won't be modified for new cattle. Willis
Mhm.
says it's snowing as he throws the paper
That was
over
funny.
him, and Daniel says, "Hey, that's a good
Excuse
one,
me.
old man. I'll give you that one."
Whew, sorry. Got the sneezies over here.
So yeah, what I don't understand is how can they get more cows if the state won't let anyone purchase more cows? Did you understand what was going on there?
No, I think it was just on hold, maybe. Maybe eventually they will, but I don't know if they have to have like a vote or if something else had to be looked at. I don't know. The way I took it was that it may not be in that moment, but you could still do it later, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't quite get what was happening there. But anyway, I just let it go by.
Yeah.
Then we get
The
a good
winter
scene.
freeze was chilly, so
Then we get a good scene here between Janet and Daniel. He stops her while he's driving by on his ATV, and he says he just wants to say hi, but he really wants to know what her family is up to.
mhm.
He tells her about Willis ripping up the quarry contract, and he asks, "Do you know why he did that?" She says, I don't know what you're talking about. Daniel says, Now Daniel says something nice here. He says, history keeps repeating between our families, and I'd like to
Mhm.
put a stop to it. So that was good. He's
Yeah, I
he's trying
mean,
to he's trying to stop the feud.
he's really trying, but then it's like another 2, 3 scenes later, he's just like they are.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
I
like
know.
it's
Uh-huh.
never ending. It's like a never ending loop.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, we got a comment here. What is that Diane?
Uh-huh.
So they even had Jack expanded the herd on Heartland also. Oh, Sean is kind of playing the similar role.
Oh.
Yeah, he is of the grandpa instead of dad. Yeah.
Mhm.
He's a great actor. Yeah, that's true. His character is similar to the Heartland character. So there was a good line in this scene between Janet and Daniel when he stops her her truck
Mhm.
and says, "Oh, I just thought I'd stop and say hi." And she says, "Oh, like are we friends now?" And
Yeah.
he says, "Oh, fastball right down the middle."
Yeah. Yes.
That cracked me up.
He does have some really good
He
one-liners. He
does.
really does.
He does
He
have some
really
good
does.
lines.
And he
Yeah.
definitely runs with them for sure.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Then at the end of the episode, this episode ended with Willis taking Amy out to the back 40, shows her the pond that he dug out. And I was wondering, did he dig that all himself or what? That was a big pond. Did he use a shovel or did he just use his hands like he was at the in the last episode and he was digging with his hands?
Right?
Yeah, that was a pretty big
I
pond.
I honestly think he just cleared the brush. I think there was a lot of grass grown over. He cleared it out and he
Yeah,
probably had to dig a little bit, but then I think it just filled in. That's what I'm going with, Chad.
that's what you're going with. So then we see Daniel. He's
Mhm.
looking on, he's watching them with binoculars.
Sure is.
And when they show him, they only show him seeing Amy and Willis.
Yes.
So
That's
after the
it.
episode ended, I thought, oh, he knows about the water. But then I thought, wait a minute, maybe he only saw them, and maybe there was like a hill or something
Right.
over the water, and
That's what I'm saying. There was
he
a
didn't,
ravine right
yeah,
there.
maybe he
See?
didn't see the water. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I was thinking. So I
Yeah,
didn't know.
because he never went down with the binoculars. All
Yeah,
you saw was Amy and Willis. So
yeah.
yeah.
So I didn't know going into the next episode if he knew about the water or not.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. What were you thinking?
No, I was thinking the same thing because it
Oh,
never
you were.
showed the camera go down to see the
Yeah.
water.
Uh
So
huh.
I'm thinking, oh, does he know or he doesn't know? I mean,
Uh
it was kind
huh.
of a cliffhanger, I think, on that
Yeah.
episode. So
Yeah.
it was good though, because I'm like, does he know or does he not know?
Uh huh.
So
Yeah.
and he didn't.
Yeah. Oh, Diane says he found a little bit of salvation in what Will said, what Willis said.
Yeah.
Maybe is that what she's saying?
Yeah.
So this next episode, the finale here. You
Hmm.
know the title of this one?
I don't.
All right, take a guess.
Easter renewal. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good guess. It was
Preservation.
it was Joy,
Oh, well, I would have never
which
got that. I don't know where I got the, yeah.
which was weird because it should have been called. What did James preach about? Wait a minute, let me see. What did he preach about?
Preservation, wasn't it?
Yeah, preservation. Yeah, that's what it should
Or
have been titled.
perseverance or
Perseverance. Yeah, yeah,
yes.
because that's what he was preaching about. Yeah. Oh wait, what did Kat say?
That's a good idea,
Daniel
Kat.
should get a drone to spy on the
Yes.
Hamiltons. Yeah, that's true. He
Hmm.
spies on them a lot. Yeah.
Very true.
All right, so the finale titled Joy. Cricket. You get us started with this one.
All right, so episode 10. So it opens with the quarry in the cattle expansion. Uncle Jackson, he calls Daniel, and Daniel tells him about the water supply the Hamiltons found on Red Oak. And Uncle Jackson does not like this one bit. And Daniel tells him about Willis expanding his herd also. And Uncle Jackson does not like that either. He keeps looking at this picture, I noticed in this scene, but Uncle Jackson sets up a meeting for Daniel with a guy named Brad.
Hmm.
Um, so then I think at that point he hangs up, whatever. And then at one scene, um, I think Daniel met with the lady from the store or whatever, and he was coming out from seeing
Yeah.
Pastor James, and so then he says, "Well, I got to go to this meeting." Did you want me to go into that now?
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Daniel comes outside the door and there's a truck with a guy standing in front of it. And so and Uncle Jackson had told him on the scene that he would know who he was when he saw him. So Daniel meets Brad, and
Mhm.
Brad says he can throw a wrench in the Hamilton's permit application because he owes a favor to Uncle Jackson. But he said he could throw a wrench in the application to expand their herd. And he's like, he can create some red tape,
Mhm.
make things difficult for the Hamiltons. And so he asked Daniel, he goes, "So does that sound good?" And Daniel just, he goes, "Have a nice day." And he walks
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was a really good scene. I'm like, oh, well, good for, Daniel for not engaging and not wanting to sabotage, But later
Uh-huh.
on, I don't understand because it's like he
Yeah,
still doesn't
at
care.
the end of the episode. Yeah, he's, like, acting
Yes.
like a good guy at the beginning of the episode, and at
Yeah.
the end, he's acting like a bad guy.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
like that.
He's
Yeah,
back and forth all the time.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
I think at the beginning, like, it seems to me Daniel is torn between letting the Hamiltons do what they wanna do and going along with what Uncle Jackson wants him to do.
Mhm. Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. And
yeah.
then but he's also got that little part where he wants to do what he wants to do,
Mhm. Yeah.
like the whole new tilling and all of
Oh,
those
yeah, the whole
things.
new, yeah, farming
Mhm.
techniques, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so
And then you can finish up the storyline
okay.
there.
So then we see Willis, he's in the house and Martha stops by to get some eggs from, Aunt Amy, and he's like, "Well, hey, you want some sweet tea?" And he goes, "Sit down, I'll get you some." So he goes in the kitchen, he gets her some tea, and he starts telling her about the new cowboy church, and he offers to pick her up and drive her for services if she's interested. And then he also says, "I want to be the first to tell you about the water supply that he had found on his ranch." And she was very excited and very happy because she said the Lord has provided for them. So it was a really cute scene. I was glad they still remained friends considering what happened.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it was nice to see them make up and
Yeah.
yeah.
And I still see a little spark there between them two.
Oh, I was gonna ask you if you think anything will
Yeah.
happen between those 2.
I think eventually if the show continues, I think you'll see them getting a little closer. I do.
Think so?
Yeah. She was
Okay.
smiling awful big when she got that sweet tea.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
So, mhm.
Mhm. Yeah, nice to see them, what do I wanna say? Rekindle their friendship, I guess is what I
Yeah.
want to say, because they were
Yeah.
kinda mad at each other about the whole quarry thing.
Exactly.
Back to the clinic. Layla thanks Janet for covering her Easter shifts. Janet gets a call from Eric, but she doesn't answer it because Layla is there. You see that? It'll
Oh yeah,
pop
she
up
flipped
on
her
her
phone
phone.
real,
She flipped
real
her
quick.
phone over. I know. Eric then shows up. This was the surprise.
Yeah.
This totally surprised me. I was not expecting to see him again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I
Yeah.
know.
Were you surprised by that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I got to thinking, I'm like, why is he calling? It's Easter weekend. Why would he be calling her on Easter weekend? Unless maybe to check in to see about the services, maybe.
Uh-huh.
But I never expected him to show up.
Yeah, I thought he was gone forever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Me
So
too.
he shows up. He says he came to see Janet.
And Layla just got her arms crossed going, "Oh, really?"
Yeah, you really know. Janet gives him a look like Ixnay on the 8ing day in front of Adelaide.
Right?
Layla asks if they worked together for a long time, and they both dodge her question. They both look at each other like, so Eric knows what's up, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And then we do find out that Eric went to Denver. Remember when he left, they didn't say what city he was going to. They just
Yes.
said he was going to a big city,
Yeah.
but he went to Denver. Eric dodges another of Layla's questions when she asks why he came to Crossroad Springs for vacation. He says to visit friends.
Mm-hmm.
So, why? Well, I guess I asked you this before. I was wondering, why does Janet not want Layla to know about her and Eric? Is it
I
because of
don't
what
know.
Layla said earlier about two people who work together shouldn't be together?
Well,
Think
probably
that's
that's
why?
part of it, but I think also if she knows that Eric, like if she stole Eric, she's going to treat her some kind of way. Maybe she's thinking she won't. She's already treating her terribly in a
Yeah,
sense. Why
yeah,
add fuel to the fire? You know,
yeah. That's true. That's true. Yeah.
just my opinion. I don't know if that's the case,
Uh huh.
uh, but even though when she made the comment about but then I thought too, I was like, wonder if Layla said that just so maybe she did know about Eric and Janet and was trying to put that little, nail in the coffin
Oh,
of, oh, you guys will never work together again.
seeing if they would lie to her, huh?
Exactly. Maybe. I mean, you never know. I
uh,
can't fathom the fact that they did not know about each other. I just
uh,
can't. I
uh-huh.
almost feel like she showed up because she knew Janet worked there. I don't know. A lot
Could
of what
be.
ifs, Chad. A
Could
lot of
be. I
what
know
ifs.
there are. You're right. Janet calls Amy and tells her she can't come to the Easter service because she has to work. Eric overhears her and offers to cover her shifts so she can go. And then Janet gives him a little hug there,
Yep.
and you can
I
see the
seen
big,
you.
the height difference
Oh, you're
between
talking
the
about
two.
when he says he's going to cover. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
she
kind
gives him
of
a
a
hug.
long hug too.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
So yeah,
she like
it was
she like
nice.
hugged his waist because she's so much shorter than he
Oh,
is.
I know he's so tall,
I
right?
know he is tall. Yeah. Uh, all right, okay? You can talk about these new characters, and I want to ask you why. Why do you think they introduced these new characters here?
Well, I was actually surprised and I kind of was like, "Oh wow, there's new people coming on board." You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So this is
Hmm.
nice. To me, that tells me that the show's going to continue because why would you bring new
Hmm.
characters in? That's
Yeah.
just me. I'm hopeful.
Hmm.
But we meet Mason's daughter. She comes over to talk with Aunt Amy. And she's like, I heard about my dad's proposal and how he asked you to be what did he call her? The deputy head of the Ranchers
Yeah. Yeah.
Association.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she's like, yeah, but I'm just too busy. And so then we hear Mason's daughter start talking or starts talking about how great that she thinks Aunt Amy would do at the job. And they're already friends and everybody loves her, and she's like, you and my dad would make it would be a dream team, I think is what she actually said, but they would make a great team.
Hmm.
So yeah, that was really nice. And so I think Aunt Amy's thinking about it again. I think she is. And
Hmm.
I bet she does take that job.
Oh, she'll take it for sure.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Then we also meet Sherry's daughter, which is played by Jessie Hutch's daughter in real life.
Hmm.
Um, Cute as a button. I just love her and her braids. I love it.
Hmm.
And she's always so sweet when she plays roles in any of the movies that she's been in or series. But she's helping with the Easter baskets, and she's telling oh, what's his name?
Lewis.
Lewis, thank you. Couldn't remember his name.
Hmm.
She's telling Lewis what to do, and he's just like, "Wow, I don't know what to do here, what to say." She's amazing, and but anyway, so she organizes all of those things, and she wants to help Lewis set up the barn for the Easter service. So she's in control. He's just there.
Hmm. Hmm.
So yeah, but very nice additions to the show. Um, yeah,
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I don't know why they put them in there.
I don't know. Like I said, I think
I'm not
it's
sure. We'll see if we see them again in the next season.
yeah, yeah.
So now the big Easter service at the Cowboy Church here. Well, not yet, but they're still getting it ready, I guess. James stops by Janie's store to pick up flowers for the Easter service.
Mhm.
She and Janie, or he and Janie practice a song for the service.
Mhm.
Daniel stops by and comments about Willis getting confrontational at the Ranchers Association meeting.
Mhm.
Daniel says, our families have gotten it wrong in the past. I was hoping we could find some common ground. So these see there again, Daniel sounds like a good guy.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does.
yeah. James says, we can't trust you after what you did getting the quarry and raising the water fees. James leaves, and Daniel tells Janie, it's getting harder every day to side with my family.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he doesn't like what his family's doing. But then at the end, yeah, we'll talk about what he says at the end of Willis. Yeah. Um, yeah. Willis and Amy They have an emotional scene in the cowboy church. This is
Yes.
the scene where they're looking up at the cross.
Mm-hmm.
Willis is saying how much he misses his wife. Amy comforts him by saying a prayer, and she lights a candle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a pretty scene. Yeah.
I love that scene. I
Mhm.
actually was emotional during that scene. I really
Mhm.
was, because they were talking about people that that they had lost, and she was saying a prayer overall for anybody
Mhm.
who had lost anybody. So yeah, that was an
Yeah.
emotional scene. I did love that scene with the cross and the lights behind it. It was really nice. It was
Mhm.
very
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Now we get to the Easter service. Maggie and her mother make baked goods and Easter baskets for the service. The Hedges are there, and their landlord stops by and says their place is ready to move back in. Amy overhears their conversation and tells them she hopes they consider staying at Red Oak because they are part of their family now. That was nice.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a
Oh,
nice
she was
scene
itching. She was waiting for that landlord to leave because she couldn't wait to go
there.
over there and talk to them and be like, "Don't go."
Yeah, and it'd be crazy for them to go back to their old place because then they'd
Yeah.
have to start paying rent again.
Exactly.
They're
That's
living,
exactly what I was thinking. I'm
yeah,
like,
they're
I'm going to be
yeah,
going anywhere.
yeah.
No
They got
thanks.
they got free room and board at the Red Oak. Stay there.
Yeah,
Why would you increase your
exactly.
expenses?
You don't have to drive to work. You just go
I
outside your
know.
door.
I know. Yeah, so that's moving back wouldn't be a good idea.
Probably got free milk and free eggs too,
I
Chad.
know you're right. Yeah. Janie sings a song while James accompanies her on the guitar. Amy introduces James to give his sermon while Janet sneaks in the back.
Mhm.
And Amy sees Janet come in. James preaches about perseverance. Yeah, what'd you think about his sermon?
I would have liked to have more preaching, a little bit more.
Yeah, yeah,
Because it is Easter,
uh huh,
it's the Easter
yeah,
sermon.
yeah,
And I know they only have so much time to put in
uh huh,
information, into the scene,
yeah,
but I wish they could have had it a little bit longer.
yeah. I was like, after he ended, I'm like, that's the sermon. What?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it was short. It was very short,
very
but
short, and he didn't even talk about Easter and
yeah.
the crucifixion, and
Yeah.
coming back to life after Jesus
Yes.
after he died, and the resurrection and all that. He didn't even I don't even think he mentioned that, did he? I don't
No, I think he said
know.
something about, Easter is more than just the chocolate candy and eggs
Yeah,
or whatever, or the
yeah,
Easter bunny. And then,
yeah.
so I thought he was going to go into that, honestly.
Uh-huh.
And then
Yeah.
he touched on some things, but then I was like, oh, I
And
want to
then
hear more.
why was he talking about perseverance? Was he talking about the ranch? Is that what he was talking about? Persevering on the ranch or something?
I think he was just talking about, honestly, my take on it was, we see what happened to Jesus. We see that he was crucified, but yet in three
Uh-huh.
days later he rose, and
Right.
he, whatever, he's the son of God or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I think that that's what he's saying. No matter what's happening in your life, you need to persevere and
Oh,
know
that
that
was
things are going to be
okay.
okay in the end.
Oh, okay.
That's what
Then
I
maybe
think
that
anyway.
okay, that could be. Okay, okay, that could be. All right. Well, I went over my head. I'm like I'm like I didn't get it, but anyway. But yeah, they only have like 5 minutes to do it.
Yeah.
I can't
So
do a
I was like,
20-minute
okay,
sermon,
I'll go
you
with
know.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was short and sweet for
Yeah.
sure. James, Amy, Janet, and Maggie hand out Easter baskets to everyone.
Hmm.
The ranch hand, oh, this was an interesting little scene here. The ranch hand from the Newman's
Mm.
ranch tells James how much he enjoyed his sermon, which I kind of chuckled about when he said
I know.
that, how much he enjoyed the sermon. Uh, Amy says, before you go back to your ranch, why don't you take some desserts with you? Then she and the ranch hand walk over to the
Mm,
dessert table together while
mhm.
James, Maggie, and Janet kind of look at each other like, what's going on with those two? And Amy
Yeah.
looks back at them and mouths the word what?
And see, in that moment though, I thought when Daniel and him were talking on the farm, on Daniel's farm, and he said, "Are you going to go over to the Red Oak Cowboy Church?"
Uh-huh.
I thought he said something about his wife and kids. So when she was over there talking about the table, I'm like, "Wait a minute, he's married, isn't he?" And I'm sure
No,
he
he
didn't.
no, he said he was gonna go to the next town over. he said I might go, but I think I'm gonna go to the next town where Daniel
Okay.
went. And then
Okay.
but then Daniel says, "Oh, I can see you through. I wasn't born yesterday or something. I know, I
Right, right.
know, I know that you're gonna go because you don't want to disappoint Amy." I
Oh,
think
he did
I
say
think
that.
I think Daniel said something about Amy, didn't he?
Oh, I missed that. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'll have to go back and watch it, but I think he did.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it too now.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But this kind of came out of left field, out of nowhere. I'm like, are they going to give Amy a love interest?
I don't know. They might just do
I
that
know.
today.
I'm like, because she and that rancher never really had a conversation. She was just handing
No,
out
that's the first
brochures.
time.
Yeah, in one that last episode. But yeah,
Right, when
I
there was
don't
like
know.
two or three of them were standing there. You didn't
Yeah,
see an interaction that kind of
yeah,
made you think that they were interested in each other. So yeah, you're right.
yeah, yeah. So that came out of nowhere, but that was interesting.
Well, maybe she saw him that day, and that's what sparked her interest when he got there. Mm,
Yeah, actually, yeah,
mm.
yeah. Willis leaves the Easter service so he can be alone
With Zephyr.
with Zephyr. Yeah, he runs into Daniel, who is driving back from the service in the next town over. Daniel says, I hear your permit application to expand your herd is up for an audit review. Willis says, how can that be? We haven't submitted the application yet. After Daniel drives away, Daniel says, oh, a little birdie told me. And then he goes, chirp, chirp.
Chirp, chirp. I know, I love
Yeah,
that.
that was so bad. That was so mean.
So mean. But you know what? I'm sorry. In that moment, I was like, okay, Daniel, I'm gonna let you have that one because they have treated you like crap for so long. I'm gonna let you keep
Uh,
that chirp chirp.
yeah, yeah. So after Daniel drives away, Willis says to Zephyr, those Newmans are always playing dirty, but I'm
Yes.
not going to let them ruin this day. So yeah, once again, Daniel like becomes a villain in this
Yep.
scene. Yeah.
Didn't he say something about storm clouds are rolling in or something too?
Did he? Yeah, he did. He did say something about the storm. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Meaning the storm, meaning you're
Like everything's coming down
stopping.
on you.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
stopping your expanding the herd thing. That's what he
Mm-hmm.
was talking about when he's referred to the storm clouds. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this episode, this finale, I got to say, love was in the air in this
Yeah,
finale.
that
I
love was
thought. I
definitely in the
mean,
air.
yeah, there was like,
Between Janet and Eric
yeah,
and Amy and
Aunt Amy and the rancher. Oh, where'd you go? Whoops, lost her. Oh, she's coming back.
I'm
There you go.
Houdini.
What's
Ba-ding!
that? Lost
I
you
said
for a
I'm
second.
Houdini. Ba-bing!
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, between Janet and Eric and Amy
Mhm.
and the rancher, yeah, and maybe
Oh, and
Willis,
Daniel and what's her name
Daniel and
too?
Janie,
Yes.
Willis and Martha.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Oh,
right.
and James and Maggie had a moment too.
Did they have a moment? I
I
don't
think
remember any
so.
romantic scenes between
He,
them. Did they?
I can't remember. They were talking to each other, and I don't know exactly what scene it was in, but he just kind of looked at her and just smiled, and you could just tell. I think it was, when was that? I can't remember what scenes they had in the last two episodes, but there was one scene I remember, and she had said something to him, and he was like, "Okay, yeah, I'll do that," or something. And then the way he was looking at her, I was like, "Oh, they're continuing it."
So, what were your thoughts on this finale? I was kind of disappointed by the finale a little bit.
Um, I honestly, the episodes are so short. Like, I feel like it's not doing the show justice because I feel like if they were a little bit longer episodes, they might be able to finish the scenes a little bit better.
Uh
I
huh.
feel like they're kind of rushed and chopped off, and then it just, I don't know, it doesn't flow into the next scene. I just feel like it's very choppy.
Yeah, well, they're 45-minute episodes and with
I
commercials an
know,
hour,
but
but they,
with their
yeah,
storylines,
just like other
they need,
shows.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but
yeah.
I don't know. They just seem to drag out.
It does fly by when you're watching the episode. It
Yes,
ends
yes.
quickly. Yeah, it does.
Hmm. So I mean,
But that's good because that means you're enjoying the episode if the time
oh well,
is
yeah,
flying
most
by.
definitely. I mean,
Yeah.
I have to say, the last episode I think had the most drama in it. Even though
Mm-hmm.
there was all this love interest and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
it still had the drama of, I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to know what was going to happen with Willis in that water pond, like,
Hmm.
and then in that second
Yeah.
to last episode when they were in front of it, I was like, oh, this is so good.
Hmm. But then
you
they
know?
revealed right at the beginning of this episode that Daniel knew about the water. I thought they would drag it on
Yeah,
to
I
later in the
know.
episode to add some excitement, to the
Yeah,
episode.
yeah,
But I thought there was like no sparks. There was like no like I thought there'd be sparks and a lot of action in this episode,
yeah.
a lot of drama, but there really wasn't. There was kind of fell
Well,
flat a little bit.
the second to last one, I was hoping it was in that. The Easter one, I figured it would be a little bit more low key,
Oh, did
just
you?
because it's Easter. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I
Uh-huh.
knew it wouldn't be very much action going on in that one, but I think that's why they threw all the love scenes in.
You think
They had to
so?
make up for it. Yeah.
And once again, I thought Uncle Jackson was going to show up and come to town, but he didn't.
Ah, yeah,
I
yeah.
thought that might happen. And I thought Daniel would show up at the Easter service at the
I
Cowboy
know.
Church.
I
I
thought
thought
maybe
he
he
would,
would.
yeah, I thought he would come in the back like Janet did and kind of
Yeah,
stand in the back,
yeah.
like Willis did in the
The
previous,
very first
the
one.
first
Uh-huh.
half of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, it was okay. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I was kind of after it ended, I was like, oh, that's the finale. There's not,
Yeah,
you know?
I know.
And I
I
thought
mean,
there'd be a big cliffhanger, which there really wasn't. Not much of
yeah.
one.
Victoria.
Oh wait, what did Victoria say? Oh wait, I got to scroll down here. What did she say?
She
I
said,
would
I would
hate
hate.
to be in the
Yeah.
same room with Daniel and Layla. Sparks would be flying, and not the good kind either. Talk about a personality clash.
Right? Very true.
So, remember when we were doing our recap of the first part of the season? I
Hmm.
said, what were your predictions between James and Maggie? I said, do you think we would see some affection between them, some physical affection? And I said no. I said we weren't going to see any. You
Yeah,
said that we would, but we didn't.
we didn't. We saw them pray together. That was the besides grabbing
Yeah,
popcorn out of the
yeah.
box or whatever.
We saw
That
that. That
one
was the
scene.
closest they got. They held hands and they prayed together.
Yeah,
Yeah, no kiss, no hug, no nothing.
thought for
Yeah.
sure, but I was wrong.
Yep, they're dragging that one out.
Yeah, they are. The
Mhm.
anticipation's killing me, all right?
Mhm. Yeah. So, what are your predictions for the next season?
Uncle Jackson's coming to town.
Do you think so? I've been predicting
Oh yeah,
that for
he's got to come to town.
I've
I'm
been
sorry, he just
predicting that
has
for a
to. I
long time.
mean,
Yeah.
he's gonna
Yeah,
roll
he's
up in
got
some
to.
big Escalade, black Escalade, and be like, "Here comes Uncle Jackson." Like He's coming to town.
Yeah.
Let's
Just
see
like
what
Santa
else.
Claus.
Yes. um, I think he's gonna cause a lot of commotion in Red Oak. I think he is because
Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen in this episode. I thought he was going to
Mhm.
come to town and cause a lot of commotion. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, I
I
thought
think
there was
he's
going to be
waiting till
trouble.
Easter's over. He's waiting till
You're going to
spring
wait
and
until
summer.
Easter's over.
Yeah, wait until Easter's over. Um, I think he's coming to town. I think him and Daniel are gonna feud,
Yeah.
and I think it's not gonna be pretty. I
hmm
I predict that Daniel's gonna take the side of the Hamiltons,
hmm
and he's gonna
hmm
help the Hamiltons. That's my prediction.
hmm Yeah,
And then,
when now back, remember when Willis started digging for this water?
hmm
James said to him, "You are digging on our side of the fence, right?"
yes.
And Willis said, "Oh, of course." Then after they showed the water at the end of the last episode, I thought, I wonder if Willis screwed up, and I wonder if that water's on Newman's land rather than their land. I wonder if he dug like on the wrong side of the fence.
Well, it made me think that too when I saw Uncle Jackson looking at the picture of the ranch. He had a picture
Uh-huh.
from, I don't know if it was from what year it's from, but
Uh-huh.
I want to say it said the Jackson Ranch, or
Uh-huh.
maybe not the Jackson Ranch, the Newman Ranch.
Uh-huh.
And I'm wondering if that is going to be something that happens.
Yeah. And Jackson said something about the water on our side of the fence. And Daniel said, Well, the water originates on our property, but it streams and flows
Streams.
onto their
Mhm,
property, so they have the right to it. That's what he told Uncle
mhm.
Jackson.
So you know what I think he's gonna do? He's gonna
What?
dam it so they can't use it.
Oh, you think? Oh,
Mhm,
yeah, that's an idea. That's one thing they could do, right?
mhm. But I don't know if it would affect their ranch as well. So if he can do it somehow that that particular spring is clogged only,
Uh huh.
and stopped, that's gonna put a wrench in all their plans.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's a good thought. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm hopeful it's not, but
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Jackson plays dirty.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Uncle Jackson's definitely not going to let them get away with having that
Mm-mm,
water, I don't think,
mm-mm. He's
or
gonna
or
find some way
or
somehow.
expanding their herd. He's trying to stop them
Mhm.
on both accounts, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Just like
Dang, these storylines are very similar. I don't watch Heartland, so it's kind of
Yeah,
interesting
I
that.
haven't seen Heartland. Yeah, I haven't. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I haven't seen much of it. All right, so that wraps up the season one of Crossroads Springs. I think the show's up to a good start for this first
Mhm.
season. I think they can build onto it and
Yeah,
really add some excitement and drama. I think to the show into the second season. I think.
yeah, I think so too.
Shall we reveal our mystery items?
Yeah, go ahead, Chad.
You want me to go first?
Yes, I do.
This is an easy one. I'm sure you can guess what this is.
Easter basket.
You know me too well. It's an Easter basket.
Oh
How'd you
my
know
gosh, that
that?
is hilarious, Chad.
You always guess everything
I
every time
do.
everything I
I
bring.
know.
You always guess it.
I always try to think of what you'd have around your house, and I'm like, what would he have? Got it. All right, so you ready for mine? Do you have any guesses?
Yours. Let's see. How about an Easter bunny?
Nope. You ready for
No.
it?
All right. What? What is that?
A glue
Elmer's glue?
stick.
A glue stick? Wait a minute.
They were using them to make the Easter bags for the kids.
Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh.
So I told you I had to find something really quick because I couldn't think of anything. And then I went through my box in my room here and I'm like, wait a minute, I can use that. And sure enough, the glue stick.
All right, all right. I'll let it pass. I'll let you get away with it.
I was gonna make a bag, but I ran out of time last night. So I'm like, and then today I got home late from work. So I'm like, nah,
Make
I'm
a
not gonna
bag.
make it.
What a bag. Easter basket,
The
you mean?
brown bag with the bunnies, and they had ears on them with a cotton ball on it. Did you not see that,
Oh
Chad?
yeah, I did see brown bags, but they were handing out Easter baskets too, weren't they?
Well, yeah, but the
Yeah.
kids got the bags with the ear
Oh
bunnies,
yeah,
with the
yeah.
bunny
I
ears
did
or
see the
whatever.
brown bags. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Kid
Cat
cute.
says that's a good one, Cricket.
Yep.
So When Hope Calls
Yes.
premieres this weekend,
Hmm.
and I was thinking about doing a recap of the second season, but I don't know if I'll have time. I don't know. I may try to do something, maybe,
Okay.
but I don't know. I'll see.
All right.
Are
Keep us
you gonna
posted.
are you gonna cover this third season with me?
Yeah. We need to
Okay.
get Tracy in here too.
You need to get Tracy in here too,
Yeah,
because
if she
because
can.
because Trevor's gonna have a bigger part this
Yes,
season,
he is.
and he's
Mm-hmm.
gonna have a love interest this season.
Mm-hmm. Sure
Yeah.
is.
So that'll be exciting.
So exciting. I can't wait. I
Mm-hmm.
love Jillian Murray. She's awesome. I love her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You've never met her, right? She wasn't at that premiere of that movie.
No, a lot of the Dono fans got to meet her when they were extras in
Oh, that's right.
the Christmas
Oh,
movie.
that's right.
Um, yes. So, but yeah, the only time I've interacted with her was when I did a post and it was AI edit and it messed up the teeth on her. And so she's like, those are not my teeth. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. So I fixed it. Because I was like, I didn't notice it, but when you zoomed in, it was different. So I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I felt horrible. So, but I fixed it. But she was very kind. So,
Yeah, all right.
but I heard she's very kind and very nice, and she was very nice to the Dono fans when they met her.
Yeah, that's good.
So
Well,
yeah,
that wraps up Crossroad Springs. And at 9 o'clock, if you want to get on Zoom and watch the premiere of When Hope Calls with
yeah, I
Jesse Hutch,
think
you're
I
welcome to do
am.
that.
Yep.
And everyone in the chat, you're welcome to do that, of course. And that's it, roadies.
Yep.
Until our next episode when we chat about When Hope Calls. Till then, you keep the faith, keep smiling, keep your friends close, and keep your great American family closer. Thanks,
Bye,
everyone, for being
everyone.
here.